Welcome to the next session of interferometry. Here we will discuss about interferometers. Interferometers are optical instruments that can produce two beam interference or multiple beam interference. These are broadly classified into two. One is wavefront division interferometers, and another one is amplitude division interferometers. In wavefront division interferometers, the method of splitting or constructing the two waves are just explained in the last session. We are using slitted screens for getting two or more wavefronts. And the example of these kind of interferometers are Rayleigh interferometer and Lloyd's mirror. Second one is amplitude division interferometers. Here, the light beam from one source point is divided into two beams using a beam splitter. So the example is Michelson's interferometer. Here we can see that a prism is used as a beam splitter. So the coming incident ray is split into two beams of light. In types of interferometer, a number of interferometers are shown, and out of this one, our focus will be on the three which is shown in the red color. That is, one is the NPL flatness interferometer, then the Pitter NPL interferometer, and finally the laser interferometer. Let us consider the NPL flatness interferometer. The NPL stands for National Physical Laboratory, and that is the Metrology Institute of UK. So in the construction of NPL flatness interferometer, the light source is a mercury vapor lamp, and the light from the source is condensed using a condensing lens, and it is made to pass through a green filter. So the green filter is filtering out a green monochromatic light. This light will now pass through a pinhole, giving an intense point source of monochromatic light. Usually the parallelism of gauge blocks are checked by this instrument, and this gauge block is fixed over a base plate. So this base plate forms a datum, and the surface of the base plate is accurately finished, and this is also reflecting. The collimating lens projects a parallel beam of light into the face of gauge and on the base plate through an optical flat. Since the bottom surface of the optical flat is partially reflecting, so we have got one beam of light reflected back from the optical flat. Another portion will be reflected either from the base plate or from the workpiece. So these two beams of light forms the interference and result in the formation of interference fringes. So the light beam which carries an image of the fringes is reflected back and directed by 90 degree using a glass plate reflector. The image of interference fringes as seen on eyepiece is given here, and this portion is the interference fringes generated by optical flat and the base plate, and the middle portion within this rectangular is the interference fringes produced by the beams of lights from the workpiece and optical flat. So if both are matching, then we can tell that the workpiece is parallel. If we can observe a difference, that is unequal fringes are there, then that is an indication of flatness error. In this picture, both A and B are showing that the gauge face is taper and this type of fringe pattern can be seen. So there is an indication of taper, that is otherwise known as the gauge faces are not parallel, then this will be the indication. And C, D, E are showing that when gauge surface is convex or concave. In the very next video, we discuss about Peter NPL interferometer. Thank you for watching.